I have been fighting my whole life for a national alternative in Brazil. But until this recent experience of participation in the government of President Lula, I've always been in opposition, always from the outside. This was my first experience of being in office. My premise was that our greatest resource in Brazil is our vitality. Brazil is a seething cauldron of life. Life outsized, anarchic, and almost blind. And our historical tragedy has been to deny to this vitality its instruments, the instruments of economic opportunity and educational capability. And further, that we could ensure these instruments to the mass of our fellow citizens only by innovating in the institutional arrangements of the country. It is not enough to continue importing our institutions wholesale, as we have up to now. Now, I say that as someone who does not believe in purely national paths to the future. On the contrary, my view is that the whole world is now connected in a chain of analogies, of analogous problems and analogous possibilities. Nevertheless, to participate in this worldwide experience, we cannot be mere imitators. We have to be at the vanguard of this experimentalist impulse throughout the world. The predominant idea in Brazilian politics has been the idea of a tropical Sweden. According to this idea, all the alternatives debated and fought about in the 20th century have been discredited, and there's only one credible model left. We must adapt this model to our circumstances and humanize it through compensatory social policy. And thus, almost everyone in the public life of the country professes to be some kind of social democrat or social liberal. The social in these phrases means the sugar. They want to be the people who bring the sugar and render the bitter pill of economic and political reality more palatable. I have, for my whole life, rebelled against this conception. And I believe that the Brazilian people, like people everywhere, do not want sugar. What they want is an opportunity to arouse a storm, to do something with their lives. What they want is instruments to create, to construct, to transform. And that is therefore the direction in which I work.